Today on Street Talk, we're asking the good people of Davis how they feel about our President Clinton. Is he fit to be our president? The media has been bombarding us with all of these allegations of what he may or may not have done with Monica Lewinsky. And we're asking the people how they feel about the possibility that we may be going into war with Iraq, especially in light of these allegations. Is our president somebody that we can trust? Should he be impeached?
The Clinton scandal. Honestly, I don't think there's any, I think everything's still rumors right now. I don't think the public really has any business in it right now. I think it should be settled in court. The president's private affairs with his life, it doesn't deal with running the nation. I think Starr's being a little overpowering. I think Tripp's full of, you know what. I don't think Clinton, as far as we know, Clinton really hasn't done anything yet, so we shouldn't really worry about it until something's been proven. That's what I think.
All right,
Don't turn it away.
Clinton scandal. Dude. I'm not going there, dude. I'm not. I have way too many opinions.
I'll take it. I don't think it affects his presidency whatsoever. I don't think he should be impeached. I don't think anything should happen. It doesn't affect the way he runs our country, and that's why he's there. And that's it.
My opinion on the Clinton scandal is that I don't think he should be impeached because I think it's a personal problem, not to do with the political system, you know. That's my opinion.
Okay, he should not be impeached.
He's doing a good job, I think.
No impeach. Impeachment? No, no impeachment.
I want to 6 months. I think as long as he didn't do anything as far as really illegal, as far as obstruct justice and all that kind of thing. You know, infidelity is not something to be impeached over, but
There obstructs justice on a daily basis almost.
true.
What are you talking about?
And if you want to talk about presidents being, having affairs and stuff, I mean, he's not the only president to have an affair.
But he is the only president with really bad taste. So,
But we don't know that.
That's not confirmed yet, though.
I mean, if he's gonna cheat, so be it. He is, the leader of a big country, and he has a lot of pressure and all kinds of things. And Hillary's really not that good looking, but out of all the people to cheat on, come on. Monica Lewinsky, he could do better than that.
Okay, my sentiments on the Bill Clinton scandal personally is he's the governor. He was the governor at the time, right? And being the governor, he can get some pretty nice-looking young ladies, correct? But the girls he was messing with were ugly. So personally, I don't think he did it. This is serious. This is serious. I'm really serious. If they were that ugly, I would not mess with them. If I'm the governor, I'd have I'd call Tia Carrera, and I'd call Terry Hatcher, Selma Hayek. Man, you can mess with them. She's fine. But you can mess with all those girls. But he chooses to mess with these big girls with big teeth. Big hair, big teeth. I wouldn't mess with them. I'm going to pass the mic to Sam. There you go.
See, now my thoughts on Mr. President, right? I mean, he's guilty.
I guess I gotta give the serious answer here. Now, as far as the whole Clinton scandal goes, if you get yourself in that position in the first place, I don't think you have any right being in the presidency. I mean, what about that one People magazine where it said all the president's women and there was 5 pictures on it? What's going on there? I mean, personally, outside of the scandal, I'd bump Clinton out just because of his position on welfare. But, as far as the scandal goes, yeah, I think he's guilty of sin. But, I mean, even though the press writes their own story, all parties involved are guilty of sin. It's only the president who has more at stake to lose. Thank you.
Bill Clinton is the man because he likes to do what he wants to do, and he shouldn't have to worry about his sexual life being exposed to the public because in America we are entitled to our own privacy. So I think it's pretty much over the whole situation. I don't really think about it as much as I used to, but I guess people are still talking about it, and I just think it's kind of sad that they still feel they have to talk about that. And that's all I have to say.
I just think it's a waste of time. I think it's a waste of media exposure and a waste of money. I think that it's deterring away from all the things happening in the Mideast.
Do not use force. It will be because Iraq has finally agreed to give UN inspectors the access they need to do their jobs. The United States
Mr. Secretary, excuse me. There are about 12 of you who are shouting.
If they can threaten him with impeachment, he'll end up going to war just so he can be popular. Thank you very much.
What I do care about, though, is probably that if he did lie about it, you know, I think that he should go on doing his job and let, you know, whoever, they've got, you know, people to take care of this and find out, you know, get to the bottom of this and what's going on. I don't think we as, like, the public should get all involved in it and just let it pan out. You know, let him do his job, let him, you know, run the nation, I guess. If he had sex, I don't care. You know, it doesn't matter what, you know, what he does like that in his private life. I just think it does matter, though, if he's going to go out and lie, because if he is lying about it to everyone, if he has sex and he confesses, and that's fine, but if he lies about it, and that just shows something about his integrity, and, I mean, I don't think that's worth impeaching him, but, you know.
Nobody wants a president who lies.
Yeah, no one wants a president who lies, but, you know, that does reflect something upon maybe what he'll do in other situations that regard our nation, you know, if he's willing to lie about something like this.
It can affect us, you know, in the future.
There's, like, national security things going on here with this war that could be, and, I mean, you know, you hear all the reports and rumors of, like, you know, biohazard, whatever he's got, biological warfare, you know, and I don't know, it's possible that, it is also possible, I've heard, like, that he might, the presidential, I don't know what you call it, you know, all of his chief of staff and everything might be pumping up this issue a little bit more of war, making it seem as if there's a bigger threat than maybe there really is, just to get us all sidetracked.
Stopping Saddam Hussein from destroying children with weapons of mass destruction for future generations, that is resonating with the American people.
For yourself right now on cable and the internet. MSNBC.
But he spoke with such conviction, I thought, well, maybe I misunderstood. And then when I heard him the third time, I thought, this is a born con man.
Bruce Lindsay is not going to talk about anything the president may have said in his presence on this matter, nor is he going to divulge to grand jurors any advice he gave the president.
The tapes of her daughter, I don't think it was so much just the questioning. Oh. I think it may be...
But surely you see the worthiness of having the woman in there. She might have information no one else has. You'd have to.
Aside from that, I thought that, you know, why people were caring about his sex life until, you know, like Ebenezer said, they try to cover up. You know, if he's lying about it, that's a big deal. You can't just slough that off. But then I started to think, you know, he's the president, so what, you know, he's the man, he's the role model. If he's doing this kind of thing, what kind of example is that setting? And it could be all wrong, but I don't think we should jump to conclusions before any facts are established. And I don't think a sex scandal should be worthy about talking about impeachment.
I think they should focus on other issues besides the scandal. I don't think that infidelity is a good thing, but he has other qualities, and they should be working on that. Don't we need to
bomb somebody right about now?
We believe there should be strong, intensive diplomacy backed by military force.
Thank you very much. I would like to finish my statement. The United States does not challenge
Mr. Secretary, excuse me.